Now it's ready to throw. So you can throw when you're ready.
Okay. You guys ready? No!
Alright y'all, welcome back to Combat Arms channel. Now, since it is May 4th, May the 4th be with you. If you guys have no idea what I'm talking about when I say that, then you probably also don't understand why I have these helmets in the background. And, you know, that's alright. You don't need to be a fan of Star Wars, but you are missing out on a lot, I will say that. So, May the 4th be with all of you guys. Now, today we are checking out a video about the Norwegian Telemark Battalion. We've checked out a couple videos about these guys already, but this is a pretty cool video that a lot of y'all were recommending me. So another YouTuber, I guess his name is Magnus Midtbø. I don't know how to pronounce that last little letter there, but yeah, I guess he is doing like a little thing competing against the Telemark Battalion. I gotta say, I'm not really too sure what kind of content he does, but it seems like he's in pretty good shape. So, you know, some fitness stuff here and there. I could be totally wrong on that. I will have to check out his channel later, and of course I will subscribe right now so you guys can see that. Of course, I will put the original video in the description for you guys to check out that. But yeah, I'm going to be reacting to it. Now, I'm not going to watch the whole video because it's, you know, 38 minutes long. So I'm going to watch the second half of it. I think that'll be good enough. So if you guys want to see the first half, just go and check out the original video. But yeah, I want to see what he's doing with the Telemark Battalion. Again, I've already sort of voiced it to all you guys that I'd love to do some training with them. It seems really, really fun. So yeah, we'll check it out. So this should be about, you know, 18, 20 minutes long. So yeah, we'll check it out. I try not to pause it too much, but I'm excited to see what kind of stuff he gets to do. I'd love to do this sort of stuff, going out and training with these other militaries, doing this sort of promotional stuff, if you will. So let's check it out.
Let the competition begin, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. So this time you're going to compete against Evan here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Already set up here.
Yeah.
So we start at the 5 meter,
Yeah.
and work our way back to 10, and then 15.
Okay.
Okay, some pistol stuff, I
You
guess.
start on the 5 meter line, and then you're going to shoot on the 3 clay pigeons on the left.
Yeah.
You have 3 rounds per target, and if you miss, you just continue
Okay.
on the next.
Pistol can be
Yeah.
pretty hard
So
for people
you shoot 3 rounds
who
on one
aren't
target.
used to
If
it.
you miss, you go on to the next.
Okay.
And then once you have shot in a total of 9 rounds
Yeah.
on the first
First
target,
figure. Yeah.
then you move back to 10 meters,
Yeah.
and you move on to the next
Okay.
3 targets
So again, it's
Same
not too
procedure.
far, but
You have
could be pretty tricky.
9
total.
shots.
Yeah.
to shoot all the 3 pigeons,
Yeah.
clay pigeons, and then the same on 15 meters.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it's all about.
yeah, so it should be pretty cool. Again, if you're not used to the pistol, it's going to be pretty rough for you, even if you're just shooting at 5 to 15 meters. Now, I'm not really sure what country Magnus is from. Just looking at his last name, it looks like some Scandinavian region, or maybe not even. Maybe like the Netherlands or something. I'm not really sure where that one character is from, but yeah, so he's with the Norwegian Telemark Battalion. I'm not really too sure how these guys are with pistols. I know we checked out their snipers and whatnot previously, so this should be pretty cool. So we'll skip forward to the shooting, and we'll see how they do it.
Klar, färdig, go!
Don't worry about that little guy right there. Okay. That's the worst feeling ever when you're missing and everybody's watching. Okay. Decent reload. I like it. I do like how he's doing the, you know, the readjustments. He's probably getting pretty annoyed and frustrated. And I can relate because I got to say, I'm not a huge fan of Glocks. This Glock looks pretty run into the ground. I will say that. So for the benefit of the doubt for him, that thing's probably seen better days. But yeah, when everybody's watching, you know, you gotta bring your A game for sure. There we go. His grip and everything looks pretty good. Okay. That's a cool drill. It's satisfying that they have the clay pigeons.
Nice job.
Nice job.
So time was 1 minute 2 seconds.
Okay.
All targets defeated.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that was good. How are you? You satisfied?
Nah, I had some misses.
It looked like you did better on the 15 mark.
Yeah, I did.
than,
It was because of.
I'd love to try
when
that
you're-
drill.
When you're close, you think that you can just fire,
yeah,
and if you don't take it slowly,
yeah,
you will miss.
yeah.
Okay, you can go ahead and load the
Yeah,
weapon.
pistol's tricky.
Like that, yes. So shooter ready,
Yeah.
slide, fire, go.
Okay, so I'll say off the bat, his grip isn't as good as the other dude's grip was, because there's a little bit of a gap here. You generally want to keep the gap pretty close. Now, I'm not really sure if he has any military experience, if Magnus has any military experience. Of course, I will check out more videos from him in the future, but yeah. So we'll see how he does. We'll see if he can best him. Okay, so he's anticipating a little bit. You can see that.
Nice.
That's why it's going low like that.
So holster weapon.
So it's like trying to fight the recoil, if you will. Yeah, that Glock is rough. Okay, yeah, so he probably hasn't messed with the pistol too much, judging by that, which is totally fine. Looks like he's straining pretty hard. He's hitting the target, which, you know, a lot of people, even in the military, have a lot of trouble with that, with the pistol for sure. Again, it is a really cool drill, and I do like how they're using the clay pigeons.
I don't know how you did this.
Yeah, so as a civilian, it is pretty cool that he gets to do stuff like this. I know he does like climbing videos and fitness videos like that, but you know, going out here and getting to work with the military people, especially doing some shooting, is a whole lot of fun. Definitely different from what he's used to doing, I'm sure. But I'm sure in these next segments, we're going to see a lot more cool stuff that you can only really do in the military. So let's see. This is a good example right here.
Okay, so the next competition is hand grenade throw, or it's a shock grenade, right?
Shock grenade.
Shock grenade.
Oh, that's whack.
We went through like a security brief. We did that off cam, but it's pretty simple, right? There are 3 different targets.
Man, they're not even
One is
giving him
5
a frag
points, 8
grenade.
points and then 10 points. We have 3 throws each, and yeah, just try to get as many points as possible. I've never thrown a hand
That's
grenade
cool.
before, but I've thrown other things. So.
Are you nervous?
I mean,
or-
hey, that's the thing, like with throwing hand grenades, especially in the US military, ours are basically the same size as like a baseball. So if you have prior experience with like baseball or just, you know, throwing things in general, you can do it. It's basically a handheld bomb, and you don't need to be too sophisticated to use something like that. So I noticed this guy has 3 stars on his rank. Normally it's like for generals, but this dude looks pretty young. So I wonder what ranks these guys are. He looks kind of like a staff sergeant or something. But all right, so he gets to throw a shot grenade. I'm not really sure what that is. Maybe like a flashbang or something. But it's kind of cool how they have these rings and whatnot. We don't really do that so much on the actual ranges, but you know, when you go out there and you're trying to make like training fun, you can do a lot of stuff like this, trying to make like small targets for you to throw the hand grenades. And yeah, it's a blast, but it kind of sucks he's not throwing a fragmentation grenade.
Are you feeling nervous?
Not that nervous. You said that it can be dangerous. Like if you drop it, there's like a 5 meter.
Yeah, it has a 5 meter deadly radius.
Oh, so is it
I'm gonna
a
try not to drop
fragmentation
it,
grenade?
Yeah, but I'm more nervous about the competition because so far it's 0-2, and I think you guys are gonna be good at this one as well. So
He's got a nice coat though, I'll say that.
This is the hand grenade we're throwing.
Yeah.
As you mentioned, it's also a shock grenade. You have the safety pin. It's this one.
Okay.
yeah,
And you have the
It's pretty small.
the arm here.
yeah,
So it's important that you hold it like this with
Yeah.
the arm tightly.
The drone in the
Yep.
background
Then you
being
pull the
super
pin.
loud.
Safety pin. And now it's ready to throw.
Yeah.
So when you throw it, the arm will release.
All right. Well, I imagine we're gonna
and the
get some
firing
cool
pin will
shots
hit
then.
The 5.
All right, let's see it.
If I should gamble and go for the 10. That's
It's like skee ball, but much more violent.
Is it very different to throw a hand grenade than like a snowball?
No, pretty
No?
much the same thing.
Pretty much.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the 5.
Just don't drop
I
it.
think that's-
And if I miss that, I'm just gonna go with the 10. I'm just gonna. Okay.
Okay.
So I hold this like that.
Yeah.
And then I just pull out the pin.
I'm sure that cameraman is sweating right now. But what I noticed here is you can see he's in his own little pit right now. Normally, if you're doing this in the military, you'd have like a safety in the same pit as you. So if you do drop it, they can throw you to safety, but they're not even messing around with that. You can see the cameraman here. He's right on the edge of the wall. So if he does drop it, he can back out. But I will say throwing a hand grenade is probably one of the most badass feelings ever. Besides like, you know, shooting a grenade out of a grenade launcher. That's pretty cool too.
Okay. So I hold this like that.
Yeah.
And then I just pull out the pin.
Pull the pin, keep the pin, and don't throw away the pin.
Don't throw away the pin.
No, just keep it on your finger just in case you want to put it back.
Okay.
So you know where it is.
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah.
Now it's ready to throw. So you can throw when you're ready.
That's
Okay.
scary, huh?
You guys ready?
All right, let's see how he does. Not so tactical, but okay, that's pretty good.
Good. So that was a miss.
That was a miss. Shit. Even the 5 is hard.
You're gonna try the 5 again or gamble the 10?
I think I'm gonna try the 5 one more time and then the 10 on the last.
I like how he almost forgot to duck there.
Okay.
Catch some shrapnel to the face. That won't feel too good.
I'm a little bit shaky. That's not. I think that's affecting my throwing a little bit.
The sweaty palms.
When you're ready. Get up.
Nice. It always bounces out. That's pretty good though. Let's see if he's gonna try to go any further. That is a pretty hard throw. It's a little bit further than I thought it was gonna
Okay, then I'm gonna go for the 10.
Yeah.
Last shot.
Yeah, but I do feel like because this one is as soon as it leaves your hand, this one opens,
Yeah.
so it affects the throw a little bit.
And also you're kind of a little tense
Yeah.
on your throwing arm.
Okay.
Try to
He's
relax
just-
a little more.
Yeah.
Death
you don't
grip.
pinch it with
Yeah.
all your power.
I'm a little bit nervous
You're
still.
too strong, Magnus.
Yeah, when I do it, I just use like 2 fingers when I'm holding a grenade, to be honest. Like, yeah, if you have a good grip, it's fine, but pull the pin, and because this is generally how I throw like a baseball, and then chuck that thing. I feel like I'm more accurate and I can get a little bit further if I do that for whatever reason. But yeah, if you're not used to it, you're going to be like, and you're just going to catapult that sucker. It's going to be kind of awkward. Oh. Okay.
Or it bounced inside.
It bounces.
Nice.
If I count that one, I shouldn't count the first one. So we have to decide what the
Hey, he
rules
hit
are.
the
Okay,
10.
then I'll guess the last one counts.
The last one counts. I get a 10 because it bounced in.
Nice.
Yeah.
What you think?
All
I
right.
think it was harder than I thought. I thought it was harder than just throwing a snowball, but maybe it's because I'm.
Yeah, it's definitely it's awkward, especially when you're not used to throwing explosives. It's gonna feel weird. It's gonna do something to you. It's not gonna be the same as throwing a snowball. Throwing a snowball at your buddy is gonna be pretty different than throwing an explosive at someone. So let's see how the next guy does. I look pretty clean. Okay.
Hit.
Or miss.
Miss. Short.
Nice boxers there. Oh man, the pressure's on.
Okay. Go for the 10.
Go for 10.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh man.
Oh, it
That
bounced
thing likes
out.
to bounce.
That's out. That's it.
Okay.
Wow. That thing likes to freaking roll. Holy cow.
So how did it go?
Oh, I was aiming at the 8s.
At 8. Okay.
2 misses close.
Yeah.
And going for 10 on the last one. Up, in, and bounced out.
Oh, so you didn't get 0 points.
0 points.
Yeah, that kind of sucks.
So I guess it's 1 point for me then.
Yeah, you definitely need to be aware of the grenade and how light and bouncy it's going to be, if you will. But at the same time, you need to be aware of the ground, because right now it looks pretty cold. That ground's going to be pretty hard. It's not going to absorb any of that, so that sucker's just going to go rolling. So you kind of have to almost like bowl it in, if you will. You can't really try and throw it, unless it's like a deep pit where, you know, if you get it in the pit, you'll be good. But with something like that, yeah, I'd probably just go for the roll in. Okay, so next it looks like they're doing some sort of race or maybe like an obstacle course. This should be pretty cool. Again, if you guys don't know, I'm a huge fan of obstacle courses. They're a lot of fun just because it takes a lot of coordination, it takes a lot of muscular strength and endurance, and it's just cool to put all that together in one sort of event. So I gotta say that the obstacle course is always a fun time. So let's see how they do. Let's see if their obstacle course looks anything similar to mine. I'm sure it's gonna be relatively the same.
All right.
Okay, so the way we're going to do it is we're going to start you off at the same time.
Yeah.
And the first man around the course and up the rope.
Mm.
And
Yep, the rope,
with
hell
the
yeah.
bell is the winner.
Yep.
Plain and simple.
Right.
3, 2, 1.
The snow.
Go.
Running in boots and running in snow is just super annoying. It's so narrow. What the heck? It's so narrow. I feel like I would fall off the side of that thing. Oh man, good technique. Okay. It's very repetitive though, I will say that. Oh, that's gotta be the worst. Especially with the snow. These guys might be used to it, but still. Just scraping his arms and stuff.
Only pay for what you need with Liberty Music.
Alright, anyway. You have to go, okay, through the window. It seems like they're pretty tired already. That snow would probably get to me, just sliding around and stuff. It wouldn't be as satisfying if you're just trying to avoid slipping. Especially right there. I'm sure there's going to be one obstacle that's really going to decide who's going to win or not. Like that rope at the end, if he's a climber, he's going to crush it for sure. He's probably going to be able to do it with like no feet, to be honest, because his grip strength is insane. But stuff like this can be probably pretty tedious. Oh, snap. That just seems cold. I like the perspectives and the music going on though. Yeah, I'm sure that's probably gonna be pretty easy for him too. All right, well, let's see. So they're coming up on 5 minutes now. Those things just take time, honestly. It just takes coordination and not getting your foot stuck through one of the holes. You can see the cardio is coming into play here. Okay. So with these, if you guys are trying to go into the military or do some sort of obstacle course, what I found helps me, you can kind of try it out yourself, is I try and grab the vertical ropes. I don't try and grab like the horizontal ones, because if you do that, it tends to move around a lot, takes a little more coordination. You can get snagged up easier, but if you're just going up one rope and using your feet like that, it can be a little bit easier. That's just what I found works. It looks like he kind of did a similar thing there.
I'm so tired.
You get super winded from an obstacle course, even if it's like pretty fun or it takes like less than 3 minutes. It'll smoke you for sure. Okay, this is pretty different from what I'm used to doing. Pretty cool though. A lot of this same like stuff for the most part. Just climbing over walls, climbing some ropes, climbing some nets. It's pretty good effort from both of them, though. Again, you have to imagine they're probably pretty smoked right now. Just the muscular endurance is gonna take a huge part at this point.
Come on.
All right, I wonder how long this thing is. I kind of thought it was gonna be a lot shorter. It's definitely longer than our obstacle courses. At least there's more space in between each obstacle. Wait, what was that? There's people writing stuff. Yes. Oh, I thought that's what it said. That's cheeky. What does that say? I don't know what that says, but nice. Little Easter egg there for everyone. That's such a military humor right there, too. Those things right there are also pretty annoying. We would always do it like suspended over water. Pretty good motivation. Pretty good motivation not to fall down. I can't believe they wrote that in the snow. Good grief.
Running in snow is so hard. Even I'm getting tired, man. I can just imagine how you're feeling.
Okay, that rope's not terribly tall. You did a pretty good job with it, though. Oh, nice. He had to kick it, huh?
Watch the Oscars live on ABC with YouTube TV.
I don't think I will.
What was the hardest part of the course?
The last half,
Yeah.
we just started very hard, but we got tired. I didn't know how far behind he was, so I've hold on, okay pace.
Yeah.
All the
Yeah.
way.
I feel defeated.
You were so
Let's see
close
if-
though.
Let's see if Magnus can show off a little bit. Maybe show off those climbing
Go.
skills.
Kom igjen, Magnus.
All the way.
Ring the bell. Go Magnus.
There you go. Yes, there you go. Nice.
That was so much harder than I thought it would be. Good job. Oh, you're a beast.
Yeah, that was pretty lengthy, I gotta say. A lot longer than ours. Again, I would still love to do it. It looks like
You were
fun.
so quick. You know the first obstacle you have to jump over and under? I totally underestimated that. That sucked like everything out of me.
Again, obstacle courses are like the most fun thing. It's like the best way to get like a good workout in as well. You can do CrossFit, you can do fun stuff like that for sure. But an obstacle course, like it's taking so much of your attention, so much of your focus and coordination. It just, you know, you get it done. It might suck, especially with something like this where it gets a little bit longer and you get to feel that muscle fatigue. But again, it blows by in the grand scheme of things. You know, you do a 10-minute obstacle course and you're completely smoked at the end. And, you know, it's fun. It's a lot of fun to do, especially if it's a competition.
You want to know the time?
Not really, but yeah.
So Evan, he had 11:49.
Yeah.
You came in 2 minutes and 32 seconds behind, so 14:22.
14:22. I'm not
Good.
super satisfied with that. Means the victory goes to you guys, but I mean, you're really strong, and I'm sure that the country is in much safer hands than they would have been in my hands.
He's in really great shape though. I'll
gives
give him
you,
that.
Now it's 1-0, and then the next video we're gonna try to do like a lot of physical exercises that you guys normally train, right?
Yeah.
So that's gonna be the next video.
Nice.
I hope you
Very
enjoyed
cool.
it. If you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. Also subscribe if you're not already.
All right, I will go and do that right now. Okay. Yeah, so that was really, really cool. Again, it's nice to see people go and do this military training, especially like YouTubers, because we saw it with the War Owl when he went to go and train with the U.S. Marines. It's cool seeing people jump out of their comfort zone to do stuff like this, especially, yeah, things in the military might seem so alien to people who aren't used to that sort of lifestyle. And of course, it's going to be pretty, you know, physically demanding. Even if like Magnus here, he looks like he's in great shape, but you're doing things that you're not used to traditionally doing, especially like obstacle courses and whatnot. So it's going to take its toll for sure, but it's cool seeing that respect go both ways. And yeah, it's awesome. I love seeing stuff like this. So yeah, feel free to go and check out his channel. Yeah, I'd love to do a reaction to the next video, but I think we'll just leave it at this. So if you guys want to go and see that, feel free to go and check out his channel. But really, really cool. Again, I'd love to go and train with the Telemark Battalion. So if you guys are, if you work with like some public affairs in the Telemark Battalion and you want to invite me to go and do some cool training, I'm always down. I'm down to do any competition stuff. I'm super competitive, and fitness and shooting is ultra competitive stuff for me. So yeah, I'd love to go and do that with any sort of military, to be honest. I guess we'll have to see. Maybe this summer I can go somewhere, but I will let you guys know just so I can record some cool content and maybe do like some fan meetups. But yeah, I'll let you guys know, of course. Now, if you guys like the video, feel free to hit that thumbs up, comment, let me know what you think. I do want to see more YouTubers doing stuff like this. So if you guys have any recommendations, if there's any of your favorite YouTubers that you see going out and doing these military challenges, feel free to send that my way, because I just love seeing that. I love seeing YouTubers go out of their comfort zone, because military stuff is usually pretty different from what a lot of YouTubers are used to doing. So if you guys have that, feel free to throw it down below, and I'd love to check it out. But thank you guys for watching. That is it for this video. I will see you all in the next one.